Christine is always at the precipice of like pretty much culminating information about what's happening around the world. We have a pandemic, we have an economic collapse, we have riots and civil unrest around the world. This is a very iconic and unprecedented time within our generation.
Well, the list in Africa has had 30 in April. It was 200 the year before. We do anticipate it growing again, but 30 in Africa and in 4 categories and 600 every year in the USA. Christine's head might pop up in here, but that's where I met Christine when she was on our list several years ago. And the caliber of people, the caliber of young people, and the ideas that they have in 20 different vertical industries.
The progress of nations is driven by those who are willing to take a big risk, to put their own capital out there, to fail sometimes, and then fail again until one day success follows you.
The world, people were going through a lot of frustration, pain, depression, unemployment, bankruptcy before the pandemic took place. It just exacerbated and accelerated the things that were already happening, right? So what does that mean is that if you're able to manage your expectations a bit better, you're able to help see your progress in your own growth. Because if you don't start from a place of real appraisal, it's going to be a challenge to see how you're growing.
Nigeria needs a stronger economy, and we're really excited by the focus on changing those challenges and creating opportunities out of them.
Instead of government making genuine efforts to uplift Nigerians from the poverty line, they're using infrastructure, education, and food as weapons for votes to suppress, different changes in these types of things.
You must ensure that there's inclusive and access to equitable quality education and provide lifelong learning opportunities for everyone.
Your network is your network. So what I did is all the contacts that I gathered, I put them into an Excel spreadsheet, and then I categorized them based on subject matter. So maybe Morgan speaks about telecommunication in Nigeria, and then maybe Mohammed talks about fintech and innovation.
Value is not always, that extra large thing that people think it to be. Value basically is in the eye of the beholder. Value is what the customer says it is. So value is whatever makes the customer's life better. It's whatever makes the customer happy. It's whatever makes the customer excited to talk about you. It's not necessarily the product.
39% of our customers repeated at a time when people said people will only go to Africa once in their life. So we knew that a shift was happening and decided to lean into it despite what everybody else wanted to say. And from there, we were able to build incredible partnerships by focusing in on a community that we knew was going to continue to grow.
We wanted to do updates to our solution, but we learned that you don't do any update without first getting feedback from your customers, and that's why we did a pilot. And secondly, we found out that Nigerians didn't have to be on mobile, it had to be on the web.
The startup business is something that is planning to scale to a lot of, to grow and grow rapidly. And to do that, you sort of need to have funding, and you need to start thinking about how are you going to obtain that funding either from your client, which is or your customer, which is your first sort of base that you would want to have funding from. So there, if you consider them a stakeholder.
Always remember the fact that as an entrepreneur, your value is the highest and greatest currency you need to survive, especially in regions like Nigeria.